Hey guys, gwyned here. I'm playing some practice matches with my revised Izzet Delver list. This time I'm playing a match against Go Sucks DM, and it looks like I won the dice roll. I will choose to play first, and let's take a look at my opener. Alright, well, that's a pretty nice set of cards, but obviously no land, so we're going to ship that back. And I get a one lander. If this was an island, I would be tempted to keep it, but it's not, so I unfortunately have to ship that as well. Looks like my opponent kept his 7, and this is not great either, but obviously I will keep it. And I get to play a turn 1 bear anyway, but yeah, it's not real great. Let's see what my opponent does here. Plays an island as well, and I draw into a mountain. Well, that will let me play the Incinerate, I suppose, so that's not the worst. Hit for 2, pass the turn back, and my opponent is also playing red and blue, interesting. And an Ichor Wellspring. Interesting. Typically you would see that with the red deck wins or Goldotha red decks. Maybe it's Goldotha red is splashing blue? I don't know, this would be interesting to see how that works out. Alright, so Stitch Drake. So if my Phantasmal Bear dies, I'll have another play. That's not terrible. We'll go ahead and swing in with that. And see what my opponent's able to do here. He's got a Perilous Mirror, alright. I have a second bear here, so we'll go ahead and swing in with our first one. And he goes ahead and lets it by, so I will play out the second one and pass the turn back. And he goes ahead and, so he is playing a Godolphin Rebirth deck, interesting, so obviously here he will just gain another card off the Ichor Wellspring and drop all the Goblin tokens into play. Alright. And he's going to play out a Mirror Sire as well. So yeah, it really does look like he's just playing a pretty normal Golotha red deck, but splashing blue. And no attacks either. That's interesting. Alright, so here... I don't think there's anything really to incinerate. I think I'll just pass. So draw a Mana Leak. So, a couple options here. Can attack in. He can't really double... Well, let's see how this works out. I think I am just going to go ahead and pass this time and see if I draw in anything else. If he wants to attack. He does not want to attack. Draw another land. Exact same situation this time. I think I will just go ahead and pass again. He draws. And again he passes. So neither of us are really doing much anything. Brimstone Volley. Well, if I had a second red, that could be useful, but I don't. Do I swing in here? No, I think I'll just wait one more. So he's going to play a second Ichor Wellspring, draw a card. He's got to have a play here. Now I could go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Mana Leak this. No sense letting him get any more tokens. And he's got a Delver as well. Right? So do I kill the Delver? I think I will go ahead and just get rid of the Delver. Alright. And now draw a Silent Departure, which could be useful to get rid of something. I think here, yeah, I'll just go ahead and Silent Departure the Perilous Mirror, and now I can swing in with these pretty freely. See if he double blocks. It will clear off the board, other than he'll have a single token, which is fine. Plus I'll get the Phantasmal Bears in the graveyard, which will allow me to play the Stitch Drake. So yeah, I think this will work out just fine. So he ends up with a 1-1. He also has a Perilous Mirror. But now I can play out the Stitch Drake. Alright, so back on his turn. Let's see, he's got another Wellspring. And just the Perilous Mirror? No, an Aether Adept. Okay, that's unfortunate, but that's fine. Interesting that an Aether Adept, so that's a serious splash. So maybe he's playing more blue than I would have thought. So I'll take one here. And back on my turn, a land is really not what I needed. Just go ahead and replay the Stitch Drake here. Hope he doesn't have another bounce spell for it. Let's see what he does have. Another Wellspring, that's fine. What else? So he's got a Stitch Drake of his own. Okay. Presumably no attacks. Yeah. So, okay, a Ponder. Well, let's see what I can find. Second Stitch Drake that I can't play, a Delver and an Island. Definitely don't need the Island. The Delver could be good though, and another Stitch Drake if the Delver dies. Yeah, I think that's keepable. I'm drawn to the Delver. Go ahead and use Silent Departure on his Stitch Drake, and that allows me to swing in again for 3. And then next turn I can play out the Delver. If I can get him low enough life, I may be able to finish him off with a Brimstone Volley. So obviously he's going to replay the Stitch Drake, but that's his last creature, so if I can bounce it again, I'll be in pretty good shape. So I'll go ahead and play out my Delver here, pass the turn back, and if he kills Delver, I'll be able to get rid of his Stitch Drake. Alright. He's playing a Delver as well. That's weird. I would not think a Delver would be very good in this deck. So it's really not that many. It's creatures and it's artifacts, but it's not really that many spells. That seems odd to me. So there's the Perilous Mirror that I bounced earlier, as well as a second Perilous Mirror. Okay, so this is not looking very good. I'm going to need something pretty quick here to finish him off. And he just leaves my Delver alone. That's unfortunate. See if I'm able to flip it. I'm not. So we will just pass the turn, I guess. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Really could use something here. He does not flip his, fortunately. And he's got another Mirror Sire. Yeah, and I am really in trouble now. So he'll swing in with the Perilous Mirrors. I think I will go ahead and block one here, because that'll let me the Delver die, and I can get a second Stitch Drake out. I think that's pretty good. So he'll kill the Delver. Let's see what he's got here. Could have Brimstone Volley. Okay, he's got Brimstone Volley for mine. I've got Brimstone Volley for his. Oh, and he has Stoic Rebuttal? I mean, that makes sense with all the artifacts, but darn. Alright, well, now I think I'm just dead here. The Silent Departure is decent. I can go ahead and get rid of his Stitch Drake and then play mine again, but not in great shape here. Let's see. Doesn't flip it, but he has such a commanding board presence, so that should be his last creature. Yeah, that's his last creature for the moment. I'm drawn to a Mana Leak. I don't think I can afford to attack here, though. Just bounces Stitch Strike again. And he has the second Stoic Rebuttal. Alright, well, doesn't get a lot out of it. I'll leave Mana Leak up. But I'm not thinking I'm winning this game. He should probably just be swinging in. He's not. He's going to wait. Alright, and Incinerate. Well, that could be useful if he flips his Delver. Mana Leak's getting, obviously, worse. He has so much mana now that it's not really going to do much anything. He finds another Mirror Sire. Surely he's going to swing in now. No, still not swinging in. Alright, well, I'm just going to keep playing then. Oh, and I draw land. Definitely not what I need. So he's able to flip the Delver. Plays a Divination. Another Delver. A land. Yeah, and I'm not going to get any use out of the Mana Leak. He still doesn't attack. Well, I will go ahead and Incinerate the Insect and draw into a Ponder. We'll play that. I mean, I suppose these are keepable. Play the Think Twice. Get a Bear out. And can hold up Mana Leak, or can play Think Twice as well. And now he's able to flip his second Delver, and I am just about dead. And he's got a Kuldotha Rebirth that I can't do anything about. Has another land. Yeah, I mean, I'm beyond dead here, and he still doesn't attack. That's very conservative. Well, alright, and I try another land. Not going to get to punish him for it. So I will think twice. Should have done at the end of the last turn. Have an Incinerate, which I guess I can use on the insect. But maybe I should have been holding on to all those and just tried to kill him that way. 3, 6. I mean, I would have done 11. Would have killed him, but yeah, it's unlikely I would have been able to use him that way, though. Alright, probably dead here. Let's see what else he's got. Nicker Wellspring. Fine. Truly. Now attack. There we go. Okay. So this will be over momentarily now. Obviously here I can take a couple things out. Block with the Stitch Drake on his Stitch Drake. Well, yeah, because... yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. We'll just block like this. And he's just going to steal, sabotage his Ichor Wellspring? That's odd. Oh, and then he's just going to replay it. And then he's going to bounce it again. Interesting. And then he's going to replay it. Okay, that's certainly an interesting thing to do. Oh, and now he has Goldo the Rebirth. Alright. I will go ahead and Mana Leak that one. Not that it matters in the least. And he has another Mirror Sire as well. So yeah, I'm just dead here. And I draw another mountain. I think I've had enough. So that was game one. Definitely didn't go well, but I'll be back in a minute for game two.